Hello, I like money.
What inspired you to build a second Krusty Krab right next door to the original?
Money.
If you've been absent in movie news as of recently, basically every single studio is pushing out every single sequel to every single movie they ever made. Like, it's just like, wow. Like, let's take Disney for an example. Toy Story 5, Frozen 3, Zootopia 2, Moana 2. Do I have to go on? Basically, everything is getting a sequel. Like, at some point in time, it is getting a sequel. And if it's not confirmed yet, I'm sure next year or even like in a month from now or as soon as this video uploads that it will be announced. It's not only just Disney, it goes for every single company on the entire planet. Sequels are being made, and there's nothing that we can do to stop that. Original content is dying drastically, and there's practically nothing we can do about that anyways, because let's be completely honest here, even though that maybe some people will want to go see Elio, I don't think everybody that says, hey, I want to go see Elio is going to get the chance to go see Elio. And that's exactly what companies look at. They're like, okay, this is going to be a flop, this is going to be a success, so let's just think about this for a second. Make more sequels or make more original projects that people won't be seeing. And I think we all know the answer to that question. I mean, some of the biggest movies of the year are based off of a property. Barbie, that's an IP. Wonka, that's a prequel to an original IP. Heck, even for example, Madam Web, already a part of a big IP. A little off topic, but let's look at South Park. Each year until 2027, they have to produce one season per year and 2 movies per year until the year 2027 when the contract runs out. Like, that's just insane. Sequels aren't necessarily a bad thing. There's good sequels and then there's bad sequels. Some sequels are even better than the original movie. Let's take, for example, Aliens and Alien. Now, I think that it is very much like an opinion-based thing for Alien or Aliens, because Alien is much more of a horror movie, Aliens is much more of an action movie, so it depends on preference, but if we're looking at the Rotten Tomato scores, it's Aliens that takes the cake for this one. So why are movie studios so focused on pushing out more sequels and creating original products? Well, if you haven't guessed it already, it's because money. These things bring in money. Deadpool 3, honestly, might be one of the first movies of 2024 to reach $1 billion. Like, I would not be surprised if so, because it's the biggest trailer of all time. Financially, this year is going to be great for movies. I mean, we're not off to a too great of a start with, Mean Girls and like Madam Web, but at the same time, with what we're getting soon, it's going to be a gold mine for these studios. Another great thing about sequels for the economy of movies is the fact that movies that have sequels usually get more money than the original product. Now, this isn't necessarily always the case, like if we're taking the Lego Movie and the Lego Movie 2, but if we actually do take into mind that Dune Part 2 is about to get $200 to $300 million in its opening weekend, it's going to make as much as the original Dune did in its first 2 weeks. That's because more people have more time to actually go watch the movie. Maybe there's people out there that wanted to go see Dune in theaters, but weren't able to, didn't get the chance to, so when they got to streaming, they watched it there. And now they're excited for Dune Part 2, and they're going to go see Dune Part 2. And that's why exactly sequels are going to make much more money. Movies like Migration struggled to make back its budget even, and also get butts and seats, because there's not really too much that people want to go see out of it. Yeah, Migration actually wasn't that bad of a movie, but people don't really have a connection to the movie itself, and people don't want to go waste money. Now, when they see something like Despicable Me 4, on the other hand, of course they're going to want to go see that. They have had time to establish these characters in 3 movies and a couple spin-offs, and now have a full fan base with people that care for these characters. Some people are just giving up the chance of going to give things a chance. And if you want me to just recap this really quickly, the reason why all these studios are putting out sequels for every single last movie that they have made in the past is because they want money. Of course, they're going to make more and more sequels, and it might be a little bit annoying for some people because people want to see new stuff. People want to experience new things. Something someday will be like the new Inside Out, or Despicable Me, or even Alien, or whatever I talked about in this entire video. But it is much more of a gamble with these massive amounts of money being put into these movies. Millions of dollars in projects go completely to waste because some people just don't want to go see this. And this can be completely on the fault of the studio for making something that doesn't look good. But sometimes these really good things just don't make enough money because people don't have the interest as they would in a sequel. I just want to say this one really quick thing, and that it is a very good thing to have sequels in a financial place with the movie industry, because the movie industry is struggling to actually get more and more money out of original films. Original films are also a very good thing because they can spark millions upon millions of dollars worth in revenue at some point in its lifetime. But it's not always a guarantee that people are going to go out and see these movies. It's a very sad thing, and it's just the reality of stuff. Thank you everybody for watching. Go watch some original products, maybe over the weekend or something like that, and go watch some sequels. Go see Dune Part 2. Go see whatever you want. I'm Enchanted.